Yo, what's good? OG Hollywood tapping in. Today I wanna honor a childhood friend who's recently passed away. A young lady from River Park Towers. If you Most people associate River Park Towers with D-Thang. I'm gonna give y'all some history on River Park Towers and an old school River Park Towers story that's gonna bring a lot of people back if they know anything about River Park Towers. But like I said, this is in honor of my homegirl Crystal Mays, man. She's from River Park Towers. If you know me or been, following me for a while, you know that is also a neighborhood I grew up in the Bronx, man. River Park Towers. Shout out to the whole Towers, man. RPT. But the Mays family was very close to my family because, like I said again, if you're familiar with my story, my mom sent me down south to live with my pops when I was 8 years old because I was a badass kid. I used to get in a lot of trouble. I had a sister at that time, though. She was 4. So right around the time my mom sent me down south, she had just got an apartment in River Park Towers, but I didn't really get a chance to live there. I got sent down south. My sister did. My mom had to work. So the Mays family, Crystal Mays was a year older than my sister. She had 2 older sisters, though, Sophia and Alfini. And, they pretty much babysat my sister and helped raise my sister. So the Mays family is my family. And Crystal, who, like I said, is only a year older than my younger sister, she just passed away. So I want to give my condolences to the Mays family, man. Today we're going to River Park Towers with it. I'm going to River Park Towers with it today. Like I said, man, D-Thang is the most popular guy out of River Park Towers now. But in my era, the rapper who came out of River Park Towers was Black Rob. And the homie, like myself, we got a lot this in common because when you say Black Rob, most people associate Black Rob with Harlem. They say Black Rob's from Harlem. It's just like with me, most people automatically, associate me with Soundview or Stevenson Commons. You know what I mean? As opposed to River Park Towers. But if you were to ask people like Dot LaRock and Bob, some they gonna say, "No, that nigga from the Towers." You feel me? So shout out again to River Park Towers. But like I said, I ran away at 14 years old. All right, I got to the Towers at 14 as a runaway from South Carolina, and the reason I ran away is because my pops was extremely strict on me. My pops was he was a martial artist. He was a martial arts teacher. Everything he was about was discipline. I couldn't do nothing but go to school, go to practice for whatever sport I was playing, and come home. I couldn't talk to girls on the phone. I couldn't go outside. Nothing you know what I'm saying. So I ran away when I was 14, and I made it all the way back to New York. But I was greener than a goddamn dill pickle when I got back. You understand me? I had no street knowledge at all. I wasn't allowed to go outside from 8 to 14. Like I didn't know the streets. You know what I mean? So I immediately met some friends that was around my age and started running with them and started getting turned out to New York City street life. You know what I'm saying? The first crew I was running with was a crew called DAC. And that was me and Faizu brother Z and Mooch brother Ralph. Mooch was even down with us too. He was like the youngest one down with us or whatever though. But we were the little niggas on the block. The big niggas on the block, the real crew that was representing River Park Towers and holding it down, was called the Rush Squad. All right. And in the Rush Squad, I wouldn't say the leader, but he's probably like one of the most legendary dudes from River Park Towers history. And I'm honored to have a chance to get to know him and actually kicked it with him some one-on-one time, like in the lobby of Building 30. We used to chop it up whenever I catch him down there by himself. And that was Black Mac. I really got a chance to know Mackie, man. Rest in peace, Black Mac. But their crew was the Rush Squad. And like I said, that consisted of Black Mac, Jay Cooney, Maine, Bama, Moore, So if I'm like 14, I'm talking about all the guys who are like 18, 19, 20, like the generation over me. Some of the younger ones were probably like 17, but, they was averaging that age, like around that 18 to 21 age. I'm still hanging out with the little 14 to 16 crowd. You feel me? But the thing was, whenever we left the block, because I went to Roosevelt High School, and some of the younger guys, hold on. some of the younger guys from Rush Squad went to Roosevelt High School as well. And so like whenever we would leave the block and we would link up with dudes from like the Andrews posse or the family, whatever, like they did the Rush Squad handshake with them. So whenever we was off the block, like the young niggas like myself who was in DAC, we could do the Rush Squad handshake with the Rush Squad niggas, but we were not official Rush Squad members, like especially myself. I was a little nigga then, they was older than me. I'm not gonna front like I was doing what they was doing yet, because I wasn't. You know, but like I said, the Rush Squad, they was them guys, you know what I'm saying? And Black Mac, one of his closest comrades, was a dude named Jay Cooney. You know what I'm saying? Coon, they call him. Coon used to bully me back in the days, man. He was a big, giant black dude. To me, I'm a kid. I was an average sized kid. Like I'm like 14. Coon's like 6'4", big black nigga, ugly, big lips, like mean looking in the face, left-handed basketball dunking ass nigga, bullying people on the court. He like Debo. Nobody want to guard this nigga. He dunking. It looked like he nice. Just nobody wanted to foul that nigga. Like he was like a bully. Like, you know what I mean? So I ain't really want no problem with Cool when I was little. You know what I mean? But Cool, what he did, yo, was he traumatized me because he bullied me when I was little. When I got older, any tall black nigga with big lips that look mean, I would just off the rip bully them, off top of bullying you. You remind me of this nigga Coon who used to fucking bully me when I was a kid. But like I said, 88 New York City, bro, was different. You know what I mean? Everything from the way River Park Towers looks. You got 38 and 43 story buildings. Down this building 10 and 20 is 38 and 43 stories. The building 30, 40 is again 38 and 43 stories. So like, as a kid, just looking up at it, like, you know what I mean? Like, cause I'm country at this time. You know what I mean? I'm in awe. I'm in awe. And like around the clock, the Jeeps with the big systems used to ride through booming. However do you want me? However do you need it? It takes two to make a thing go right. Everybody had the big gold rope chains on, the Dapper Dan suits. Like, it was that era. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm green. I want to get my feet wet, though. You know what I mean? So I'm outside, but I learned outside, like I said, in River Park Towers. So this particular day, the Rush Squad versus the Black Falcons motorcycle gang. You know what I mean? So now by this time, I think Black Mac has passed. I think Black Mac has passed away. DAC is like, everybody's still around, but pretty much doing their own thing. By then, like I had started running with Crazy Sean and Carter Case. I started running with Puerto Rican Davey, and we robbed all the cabs that was in front of the supermarket. Only cab I would not rob in front of the supermarket if I knew that nigga was like related to Zia Faisal. If not, I'm robbing their ass. Like me and Puerto Rican, we lived in the towers and robbed every fucking cab out in front of the supermarket. That was ridiculous. But after, you know, running with Puerto Rican Davey, you know, I ran with Dana Bowman for a little while, all that. You know, so this is around up in that era. I live in building 30. So this is why I had the view that I had of this shit was fucking crazy. But we gonna get to the story. It starts in building 40. A girl is going in the building and Coon is coming out, or either Coon is coming in the building and the girl is coming out. It has something to do with the holding of a door. It was either the door to go in building 40 or the elevator door in building 40. It was in that lobby area is where the beef jumped off. Coon and the girl got into it in the lobby about someone holding the door or not holding the door. You know what I mean? To that effect. You didn't hold the door for me or whatever. Argument happened. Unbeknownst to, I would like to say unbeknownst to Coon at that time, I'm pretty sure he didn't know. The girl's daddy or somebody was one of the niggas in the Black Falcons motorcycle gang. If you from the Bronx, you familiar with that Tremont Avenue, there has been that Black Falcons motorcycle gang club over there. Like, I don't know if it's still there. Like, my whole childhood growing up in the Bronx, it's been there. If it's still there, it's been there my whole childhood, okay? But they're a black motorcycle gang from out the Bronx, and they're called the Black Falcons, okay? After this incident, whenever I was on the 36 bus going from the Towers to Soundview, I would always look out the window and see the Black Falcons Motorcycle Club over there. But like I said, prior to this incident, I never paid it any attention. Okay, so now, Coon and the girl have the argument. They have their little situation, whatever. The girl goes, calls whoever she calls. I guess Coon goes about his day like nothing happened. All I know is, this is when the flower pots was out in River Park Towers. If you old school towers doing the flower pots, we'd sit on the big giant flower pots. They had like a bench around them. So I'm sitting out on the flower pots, and I see a damn convoy coming to River Park Towers. When I say a convoy, I'm talking like 20, 30 motorcycles in a big ass van, all coming to River Park Towers back to back to back to back. I'm like, okay, this is unusual. We used to the niggas coming through from Harlem, flexing. Like I said, they'll drive through, busting you when they whip, you know, beating the system or whatever, playing whatever the hottest tune is, trying to holler at the girls that was out there, whatever. But this was something different. I'm like, yo, where the hell is all these niggas going on these motorcycles or whatever, this, that, and the third, right? They rallying up in front of the building. I'm still like not aware of what's going on, but some tells me to go my ass to the building, right? I go in the building. I live in the building, right? I go in the building. Yo, next thing I know, these Black Falcon niggas done caught Coon in the lobby of Building 30. Like the Black Falcons motorcycle gang caught this nigga Coon in the lobby of Building 30. I'm looking through the glass of the door. I'm inside Building 30. The door that, like when you get out the elevator, the first door you come through, and then they got that little area where everybody would sit and hang out at. Then you got the main door to go out. I'm at the first door, like, you know, coming out the elevator bank. I'm at that door standing looking. These niggas come in and they make like a U around, you know what I'm saying, that area. And Coon is up against the glass. You know, you would sit, it was a part where you could sit down. It's like where I'm in that picture with Dot, we're in the lobby of that building. You could sit down there and like, you know, the glass that looks out at River Park Towers would be right here. My elbow's ashy, probably so. The glass that, you know, that, to look out into River Park Towers would be, you know, right where you're sitting on the bricks, the way that they're made, it's a little, about a 2 foot, it would stick off about 2 feet and go down, so give you a sitting area in the lobby, is the gist of what I'm saying. You got a sitting area in the lobby. So they catch Coon sitting there, and these Black Falcon motorcycle niggas surround him. I remember one of the niggas pulled out a hammer, and they took one motorcycle gang member, one dude, right? He was like a little kung fu nigga. The nigga had on like one of them little Applejack caps, you know what I'm saying, like the Kango, not the like the Bell Kango, but you know, like the little Dap one like Biggie Smalls wear, but it wasn't a Kango, like, you know, it could have been leather. It might have been like a black leather one like that, you know what I'm saying? So, Coon is up against the thing, and all I see is a little karate nigga going, yah, shah, shah, and like Coon is a big dude, but they got him surrounded, and they got the hammer out on him. They in the lobby in 30, like 10 of these niggas in the lobby, one got the hammer out, Coon is backed up in the thing, he can't move, and it's not like, you know, so you can't say like they marked him or they hold him, they just caught him lacking. That's what it was. They caught him lacking, right? And as the nigga chopping Coon down like a tree, bro, the little kung fu nigga. And I see Bama and somebody else in the door on the outside of the door. They can't get in the lobby though, because these niggas got the shit sealed off. Bama was like, yo, get the guns, man! Get the guns, man! that's all I remember Bama saying was, get the guns, man. And I'm in total shock and awe because I'm watching my bully get beat up. Yo, they breaking, Coon arm was in the, like, one of them, like, casts that go like this type shit. These dudes put a number on Coon, man. They put a number on Coon. And I had never seen nothing like that. A real live motorcycle gang. Like, like the way the Black Spades used to have the vests and all that. All these niggas was in uniform. They was in unison. And you could tell that they had an organized crew of set individuals who they used to, to issue that hadoo, demonstrate that violence whenever need be, I guess, man, because the way they orchestrated and formed on Coon, I think the little beef might have went on back and forth. Now, I'm not going to say like, the Towers, Rush Squad, whatever, didn't get back at these niggas at some point in time. If so, you know what I'm saying, I might have just been not privy to it. Nobody told me about what happened or whatever. But if I'm not mistaken, they actually spun the block again. That's what's making me think the Towers had to get back at themselves, because I think they spun the block on him again. But just to see, man, how they formed on that dude when they rolled up in there, that messed me up. And it's like, I think a lot of those dudes were like a lot older than the Rush Squad dudes. Like I said, they were only like, like average 4 or 5 years older than me, maybe 6 years older than me. And these dudes were grown men. These dudes were like 35, 40. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I said, it don't make, I don't look at it like, Coon or the Rush Squad, them niggas got hold. It's just like, I think they ran into something that they didn't expect. And something that, it was a little more prepared than them. It was a little more organized than them. It was a little more older than them. Like I said, again, this ain't to diss them, because they was my big homies at the time. You know what I mean? So like, I'm watching my big homies take this L, bro. Like the biggest, baddest nigga on the block at that time. Like I said, Mac was gone, man. Like I said, Coon was just he was ugly, scary looking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, word, bro, but the way the dude was, the niggas was like, chaw, 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 and like, in the circles there, that Coon was like, oh, like having to take each one, and the nigga got the hammer on him, like, you better not hit him back. So he's sitting there, and this nigga who was apparently, you know what I'm saying, a master technician at what he did, was issuing chops and blows and shit that were bone breaking, man. And I'm sitting there like this close to the glass looking at the shit as a kid, like, oh shit. Yo, this New York shit different. If I want to survive out here, I gotta be an animal. I gotta be a monster, yo. Because these streets out here, Toto, you're not in South Carolina anymore.